For your quick fire, you'll have 45 minutes to harvest whatever you can from your garden. You'll go back to the house, make a dish. It should be garden focused.
Really keep it simple and don't mask any part of the vegetable. Let it shine, let it be the center of the plate.
Growing this garden this season has been a learning experience that I did not expect to have.
Like this?
You're going, what, like an inch? Yo, not learning this on the subway.
I'm not gonna front, my garden's got a lot of weeds. Sarah has the best garden. It looks like a picture. It's got me worried.
To make this a little more interesting, the winner will receive $10,000 furnished by Hidden Valley Ranch.
I love ranch.
You love ranch.
Chefs, you have 45 minutes, and your time starts now.
Ooh, sorry, baby.
It's hot.
Look at this bad boy right here.
I have kept up with my garden, pruned it, weeded it. I know where my vegetables are. Every time I've gone down there, I've thought about dishes I'm going to cook with this food. So I'm ready to go.
I've got a lot of baby squash, some baby zucchini, baby summer squash, and squash blossoms.
I really have a lot to work with in my garden. I just need to get through the weeds as fast as possible.
I'm pretty excited about my options.
I grew up on a 60-acre farm in rural Connecticut. I'm the 8th generation in that farmhouse. I'm harvesting every spring the rhubarb that my great-great-grandmother planted. I feel this tie to my family roots.
Couple red tomatoes over here.
43 minutes. You haven't forgotten, see?
Michelle, how's that garden looking there, dear?
It's fruitful, but definitely weedy.
Yeah, Michelle's in the weeds.
We grew up really poor, but we had a garden growing up, and I watched my father make pickles and salsas and trade that with our neighbors for groceries. My first priority is get to the kitchen and get a spot really close to the stove. I need all these knives.
I don't know what you are. I wish I had some stuff with a little more substance. Well, I'm gonna start with radishes, and I'm probably gonna end with radishes. I'm gonna do a progressive radish tasting menu. Paducah, can we pickle them?
You can pickle dirt, boys. Out.
All right.
When I look up, all the other chefs have left the garden. I gotta get out of here.
What took you so long?
What are you working on, Sarah?
I'm gonna do like the flavors of a bialdi. I love summer squash, specifically Gold Bar. Every time squash comes around, the bialdi goes on the menu at my restaurant. Behind. It's my favorite thing to eat in the whole entire world. Hand to God, we're not doing desserts.
Kelsey, what are you doing right now? I am doing fried green tomatoes. Oh, clever.
This dish definitely reminds me of my grandmother.
She actually used to bread the tomatoes and freeze them so that we could have like fried green tomatoes all year.
I'm gonna top it with like a pickled green, and then I'm gonna do an herb ricotta sauce with all the herbs I picked earlier.
Obstacles is the way. You gotta move forward. What do we got? I will make anything taste good. I don't have the best garden, but I have these beautiful green tomatoes, basil, turnips, and some radishes. A lot of people are cooking their vegetables. I feel like I should just do something completely opposite my green tomatoes. I feel like that'd be a really cool setup for a nice gazpacho with some coconut milk and coconut cream.
You grew a lot of red tomatoes out there.
I know, right?
Aren't they gorgeous? I'm making a ranch sauce for my vegetables. I think that flavor will go really well with the radishes. I want to showcase every little ingredient. When you only have a short amount of time, you can't really give as much respect to those ingredients, and that's the hardest part. I have a lot of respect for that little radish, and I want to treat it really well.
I got a lot of vegetables to work with. I just don't know what else I have to work with.
Having been the last chef coming out of the garden, I don't have time to see what else is actually in our kitchen. So I'm gonna stay focused on my vegetables. I'm making a walk through the garden salad. This will really feel like you were just strolling through a garden, picking out vegetables at their peak and putting them on a plate together.
I've got pickled green tomatoes and pickled Swiss chard stems in a cup because I can't find anything else.
Justin, what you working on, bud?
Radish salad of sorts, arugula, pesto, vin. It's gonna be a salad and there's gonna be radishes in it.
This challenge is about the garden, so I'm not gonna put anything on this plate that I didn't grow in the garden.
Reminds me a lot of my grandpa. He ate a radish with every meal. They always had radish in their garden.
My grandparents met in the Korean War when my grandpa was stationed in Japan.
So you have a 4'10" Japanese woman and a 6'4" Norwegian, made for quite the family photos. Oh, my little baby turnips. I was forgetting something sexy.
Whose pan is this on the back burner? It's smoking.
My fried tomatoes right there, so please don't touch.
Thank
Thank you, ma'am.
Chefs, 5 minutes left.
Wait.
5 minutes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh my God! That is gonna hurt.
I grabbed this pot and you hear tss on my skin.
Somebody left a boiling hot pot sitting there, and I picked it up, and the handle was
That
hot.
was me. I called it. I
didn't
assumed
hear it.
everyone
I'm not blaming anyone.
It feels like I just poured lava on my hand, but there is no quitting. I'm gonna finish this dang quick fire if it kills me and my hand.
2 minutes. Oh my God.
Somewhere between getting things on the stove and finishing up some veg prep, I lose track of time completely, and I think I might have made too many vegetables.
Salt, 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 salt. To finish the salad, I'm gonna hit it with the kosher salt. Salt brings all the other flavors alive.
Sorry.
Who wants 10 G's, y'all?
Hey.
Time's up, chef. That's it. Time's up.
This dish is supposed to be veg forward, and I just don't have time to get them on the plate. 50% of my dish right now is a beautifully poached egg, but that's not the challenge, and that kind of sucks.
All right.
I'm so impressed you guys had green tomatoes.
Make gardeners out of you all yet. Eric, what did you make?
We have a green tomato and coconut soup with the fresh vegetables that I found in my garden and sprinkled a little bit of paprika and honey powder on top.
I didn't see a coconut tree growing back there, but
did not,
apparently
but,
you found one.
I think it should be a little bit more vegetable forward, but really delicious.
Thank you so much.
Kelsey.
I did fried green tomatoes with a pickled vegetable salad on top. Then for the ricotta, there's herb, dill, green onion, basil.
I think the tomatoes are really well seasoned.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the ricotta. It's a little gritty. Michelle.
I made roasted radishes and chard with a poached egg and some fresh purslane and tomatoes.
You know, purslane is one of my favorites, and most people don't think it's edible.
I like that you didn't over roast the radish so it still has crunch, but it kind of concentrates the flavor. I saw you at the end. You were just barely getting the last thing on. I think you
Barely.
left some things out.
More vegetables.
Adrian.
You've got seared baby summer squash, blanched baby zucchini, green goddess aioli, pickled green tomato, Swiss chard relish, and cucumber blossom.
I like that there's a good amount of acid in the dish.
And the cucumber blossom's almost better than the cucumber itself.
It is.
It's
I
so
agree.
flavor forward. I'm so glad to see that.
Sarah gets the glue ribbon for actually taking care of her garden.
I roasted radish, cucumber, some little squash, and then I added some cypress goat cheese right at the end.
I think you did a great job of adding some acid without it being an acid bomb. It's really subtle.
I thought the cherry tomatoes popped with flavor.
Yeah.
Really good.
Last one, but not least.
Oh,
That's really
look
pretty,
how
isn't it?
pretty.
Thank you. I have a radish chard salad. There's some fresh scallion. And then in front, I have a radish top and arugula pea stew, roasted baby turnips, pickled chard stems, and fresh dill.
I love parsley salad, so I like the fact that you used the whole leaf of herb.
See, this is what I love about eating right out of the garden. There's a sweetness in every single vegetable that you don't get when something sits around for even 2 days. Nice job.
Everybody did a great job.
Yeah. How do you think the chefs did overall?
I was shocked after looking at the garden, what actually appeared on the plate.
Who had one of your least favorite dishes?
Eric, I felt like yours was just the least vegetable forward. Kelsey, for me, it was the ricotta that didn't quite match the quality of the tomato. Michelle, I loved your dish, but at the end, I kind of felt like your vegetables took a little bit more of a back seat to the egg.
Yeah, the vegetable work was nice, but there wasn't enough. So that brings us to our favorite dishes.
Adrian, I love the cucumber blossoms and all the variety of vegetables that you have, and I love the green goddess sauce. Sarah, the acidity in the dish, I thought came very forward.
Yeah, I agree. Your dish was really light, but had a ton of flavor. And Justin, a lot of different vegetables, almost like going through a garden. You had to look for things to get that flavor.
Yeah, and the use of whole herb in the salad, I love that too.
So we, as our guest judge,
I get to announce the winner.
you get to announce the winner. Yeah.
Oh, the pressure.
It's a big one. It's for $10,000 too.
I think the winning chef is the chef that did a beautiful job on the flavor, the variety of vegetables on the plate. Justin, I think you're the winner.
There it is.
There you go.
Thank you
Justin,
so
you
much.
win. You just won $10,000
I know.
first by Hidden Valley Ranch.
I win! That's freaking huge. That'll make my vegetarian girlfriend happy. Now she's probably gonna expect that I cook her more vegetables.